recorded that incident, that specific plague of waters turning to red, which is the plague of the blood in Exodus, the first plague. Waters turning to blood. So, you know, 21, and the fish that was in the river died, and the river stank, and the Egyptians could not drink of the water of the river, and there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt. And spiritually, just like there's a bunch of blood here in this land, they slain from the Native American Indian, so-called, you know, Mexicans, the so-called blacks, the Tainos, Indians, all our people, man. The Mayans, Incas, Indians, man. Okay. So, and what does it read in Numbers? The land shall be cleansed by the shatter of it. That's what the Most High is gonna do. Okay, because the Most High hasn't shown himself as he has in the past. You know, it's been a while since the Most High has shown himself. He's ready to do it again, you know, in broader spectrums, you know. Okay. In broader ways and broader spectrums. Verse 21, and 22, and the magicians of Egypt did so with their enchantments, and Pharaoh's heart was hardened, neither did he hearken unto them, as the Yahweh had said. Going back to Proverbs 21:1 and 20:24, man. Proverbs 20 and 24, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord, how can a man understand his own ways? And the king's heart is in the hand of the Most High. He put it wherever he will, as the waters in the river course, man. You know, so that's the Most High telling you straight there, man. Telling you right there, you know. The Most High is going to do his work, his strange work, and bring to pass his act, his strange act. You know? He's going to bring back to pass his act, his strange act. You know, man, the Most High is just terrible, fearful, powerful Lord, man. Okay? The Most High, I'm going to say it again, the Most High is a terrible, fearful, powerful Lord. Our king and lawgiver. Jacob's king and lawgiver, you know. Like, for example, you know, I can take a worm, I can call him my friend. I can befriend a worm, man, and make him see me as a king. Set him up high, you know. That's how the Most High is for us. You know, like you got a worm, and I forgot this book, but it was a book where it showed a worm with a robe and a crown on his head. That's what the Most High is going to do for Jacob, man. Okay, because it reads in, I forgot where, but I believe in Isaiah 40:14. Fear not, Jacob, thou worm. Because we are worms in this kingdom, you know. We don't know how to come out and how to come in. Isaiah 41:14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Go back to Exodus 7. Exodus chapter 7, verse. See what verse here? Verse 25. And Pharaoh turned and went into his house. He went into his house. Pharaoh turned and went into his house. Oh no, Slovakia. It slipped right there. I mean, Exodus 7, verse 25. Let me read it again here. And Pharaoh turned and went into his house. Yeah. And neither did he set his heart to do this also. To do this also, man. He didn't set his heart to do this also. His heart was hardened. Mosai gave Pharaoh a hardened heart. Pharaoh's heart was hard, man. Okay? Because the Mosai is a fearful, terrible power. It reads in here, I'm gonna get it here in Isaiah. Isaiah 45 and verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I do how I do all these things. I do how I do all these things, man. The Most High created a good and evil. Why? Because the Most High needs to destroy, man. And that's why he creates vessels. Edom's a vessel for the Most High to destroy, so he doesn't destroy all Israel, you know. Okay, the Most High doesn't have to, you know. The Most High doesn't have to save everyone, you know. You don't have to, you know. When he can just save his elect, when he holds with honor. We exalts, meaning honor, hold to a higher position, and bring the rest of his people back to them. Now, Lord willing, you know, we are the part of that number. Because that story proves you as well, you know, the Most High is deceived and the deceiver are his. Even as this moment, I could think I'm gonna be saved. I can think, you know, the Most High is dealing with me. But in the end, you know, the Most High can change his mind. The Most High, well, not change his mind, but in the end, the Most High can, you know, switch it down. Take the spirit away from me. And yeah, man, so on and so forth. This is verse 24. And all the Egyptians digged round about the river for water to drink, for they could not drink of the water of the river. For 25 and 7 days were fulfilled. After that, the Lord Yahweh had smitten the river. There you go, you know. And that was Exodus chapter 7 there. Okay. Same thing the Most High is doing now, you know. Okay. Edom trying to scripture. I'm gonna just quote it because I can't find it. But as it reads in one certain scripture, they shall not be plucked out of my hand. And if you go into that word "hand" into the Greek Strong's Concordance, the Blue Letter Bible, that word deep. It goes into the destinations the Most High has on man. Okay, and Lord willing, that's us, the elect. We're out here prophesying the word. No matter what happens, the Most High is already prevailed it to where the elect get saved, man. So showing you how hard the Most High made it hard to be. Because how are you gonna understand that this all the Most High's work and that this all He's doing? It's crazy. You would think that He would know, but Edom don't know, man. Edom's gonna be destroyed ultimately. This Isaiah 44 verse 1. Come these, O Jacob and Israel, thou art my servant. I have formed thee, thou art my servant, O Israel, thou shalt not be forgotten of me. 22. I have blotted out as a thick cloud thy transgressions, and as a cloud thy sins. Return unto me, for I have redeemed thee. That's the Most High's own words. We are His servants. He's going to redeem us. He has redeemed us in the sense you can say He already has redeemed us. You know? That's going to show the Most High's power, man. That's going to show the Most High's power. The fact we have faith, we think we are the elect. But the Most High already has sealed and redeemed the elect, and that just shows you the Most High's power, man. And its mysteries, Isaiah 45 and verse 4, for Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name, I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. So the Lord High elect, man, He's calling us, in His name. Right now, in His name, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai. We are yearning slowly for the kingdom, the Most High's kingdom. So, a year ago, close to a year ago, Brother made a video about how we are like Moses and Aaron, spiritual Moses and Aaron, bringing these plagues, Here we go, we got 2 Ezra 16 verse 20. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are Satan scourges for amendment. Satan scourges for amendment. Okay, the Most High is sending all these plagues, man. We got strange weather coming. We had the thing that happened in Texas down there. Okay, you have these animals moving their habitation, having to move to a different location and stuff. You know, those animals, hey, these lions and bears, hey, the Most High is going to put a spirit in them to start coming into these cities eventually, man. Is a true living power. Most High is a living power, man, you know? Living power. Man, the Most High is a fearful power. This is Isaiah 30 verse 7. For the Egyptians shall help in vain, and to no purpose, therefore have I cried concerning thee. Their strength is still. That's going to pertain unto this day. To here, America, our people trust in this political system that's all set up as a false cover-up to bring their new world order, you know. It's all, technically, it's just all a show. Simply in words, it's just a show to all this, what they're showing you, telling you, slowly progressing, gradualism to bring the new world order agenda. Propaganda, they call it. Chapter 1, verse 9. The thing that has been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. There is no new thing under the sun. And the Most High is the second version of Exodus. Now, welcome to the second Exodus. And bro has been speculating just through the spirit and having faith and praying that this is our last Passover, you know, which is actually this week. You know, and I wasn't trying to get into on these other camps, but you know, I'm gonna just say, you know, I noticed that the Watchmen for Israel changed their Passover day to our day because they know, man, they know. Yeah, they're still keeping the Sabbath day, Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, which that's actually correct this month, but that's not, you know, they do that every month. So, you know, so yeah. This is the book of Job, chapter 14 and verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, that was appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Meaning the Most High has appointed the time for Edom to be destroyed, cut down. That tree in the Garden of Eden cut down, you know, with the stump still left. That statue of Nebuchadnezzar, that Daniel saw, that the great millstone crushed, man. That great dragon that killed the whore, man. The 10 horns that destroyed the whore. The ancient serpent cast into the bottomless pit. This is what it's leading to. The Most High's proper prophecy. Prospering properly in his prophecies, man. The Most High is beautiful. Shall beautify the meek, man. The Most High is a beautiful power, a humble power. It's gonna beautify and manifest his image and likeness of his kingdom. Job 18 and 5. Because the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. 6. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. Okay, so Khan, you know, actually it's over here, you know. Job 21 verse 17. How oft is the candle of the wicked put out, and how oft cometh their destruction upon them? I am distributed sorrows in his anger. The Most High is going to distribute, it says the Most High distributes sorrows in his anger, man. He's going to distribute a lot of destruction to America here. Babylon, the great Lord that subjugated to Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. Okay, people are running, they're rushing, they're speeding in their cars, man. That's spiritual. That's the way they're going to be running in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. It reads in Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Job 22 and verse 5, for is not thy wickedness great, and thy iniquities infinite? Okay, that's to Edom. ultimately being destroyed is what each bar is looking forward to, what the elect is looking forward to, you know. Get this about the elect. This was Job speaking here. This is Job 27, verse 4. My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit. But what happened? Pertaining unto the elect. Going back, I'm gonna just skip to Revelation 14. Verse 4, these are they which were not defiled with woman, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb wheresoever he goeth. They are redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto power unto the Lamb. 5, and in their mouth was found of guile, for they are without faults before the throne of power. Gone, you know, and that's the song we're singing. The song we're singing, it has it's none of these false doctrines like you have Christianity, false Christianity that teaches everyone's going to be saved. The Lord loves everyone. The Lord hates the sin, not the sinner. That's a lie, you know. We got, what else we have? Egyptology. Teaching our people they are Egyptian or African and stuff. Yeah, Egyptian and stuff. That philosophy of Babylon. Our philosophy is here out of Babylon. And go to cook. Everyone talking, telling our people they are African. Islam, you know. Islam, Muslimanity. If those are the same, I'm not sure, but you know, Islam is Muslim. Being a Muslim and stuff. Yeah, you know, being a Muslim and stuff, you know. All these false doctrines coming out that originate and come out from Babylon, which really is the Most High. It's the Most High's cup is feeding these other nations. And its people, you know, its inhabitants. It's the governments. Those mountains, those 7 heads, 10 horns, those mountains, those governments, those kings, you know. It goes into that in Revelation 17. All these nations, it's time that it's fulfilling, man. These nations are getting tired of America, you know. They're getting tired of America's bullshit, you know. Making them, putting embargoes and sanctions on their nations. Taking all their minerals, their resources, raping their women, and making them follow them and stuff, you know. That's all fucked up, you know. And these other nations are gonna try to get theirs on America as well. These other nations are gonna get theirs on America. Babylon is great. The mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Okay, man. Confusion, okay, telling women that they are the head of a man, you know? Like a girl just gave me an article, sent me an article that said a man was arrested for calling his daughter a girl, man, her. He was arrested, and that's what was said years before. Back around 2016, I was seeing a video of Aaron Tahar, and he said that, you know, he said, you can get arrested, be labeled a terrorist for calling for punching a homosexual. You can be called a terrorist. They can call you a terrorist. Okay. whatever it's trying to do. The car keeps coming and it's turning, flying back around. That's like us, you know. We can't cross the other way without the Most High, you know. And he's trying to walk across it. The Most High, that represents Jakes, you know. What's the Most High? The Most High is gonna make us fly around it, you know, fly over it. You know. Yeah, that's why the birds fly that direction, because the wind pulls them, you know. That's what the wind keeps pushing them. But yeah, you know. Same thing the Most High is gonna do for us, you know. Help us and make us, you know, to get out of this thing. Some birds are gonna get out unscathed, you know. No scratch on their hairs, man. Okay? That's what the Most High is gonna do. Some brothers are right in the midst of them getting their hands chopped or their tongues cut, you know. They're gonna see the chariots coming. You know, not every the Most High works it out. You know, but Lord willing, man, we pray and hope, man. We really believe this is the year, you know. We really believe it.